Hey everyone, how's it going? BigLT here, DJ Let's Player, BigLT Radio, and I am doing my top 10 favorite games I first played in 2021. This is the new year right now as of recording. This is actually January 1st. I'm not 100% sure when this will go up because I got to make the thumbnail for this, but anyway, um, there will be one honorable mention, but I will get to that once I get done talking about my second favorite video game that I played basically in 2021. Also, a rule about this: the game has to be, well, technically speaking, the game doesn't have to release in 2021 to be included in the list. It could be any other time before 2021. It could be like 2020, 2029, so on and so forth. As long as I first played it in 2021, it counts. So, with that in mind, let's begin. What was that? Um, I don't know. I saw something on my paper here for a second. Also, yes, I wrote it down and said because my original list is on my phone, and since I use my phone to record, I had to write it down. So, anyway, let's begin, shall we? Anyway, number 10, Craftopia. Now, here's the thing about Craftopia. When I saw it, I was thinking like, Minecraft ripoff maybe a little bit or something, but I got a Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for the first time and looked at the library, and Craftopia was listed as one of the games. So I was like, I'll give it a try. It looks okay, I guess. It was a game preview. It still is, I think, right now. And I downloaded it, started playing it. It basically is kind of like Minecraft. The only difference is it doesn't have the block kind of feel to it. And there's a lot more materials involved, too. They have titanium. I would say copper, but I know Minecraft now has copper. Titanium, I know, is one thing. I'm sure there's like one other one I'm trying to remember. Platinum, that's it. Platinum's another material. Otherwise, the stock standard other Minecraft materials, ores and whatnot are there. There's also mobs that I actually enjoy taking out a little more easier than say in Minecraft when it's nighttime. You have to like face like creepers that blow up or spiders that, whatever. Another thing about Craftopia, they have bosses. I know Minecraft itself has bosses too, like the Wither or the Ender Dragon. Craftopia has its own kind of style of bosses. There's a dragon that I haven't managed to beat because I can't take it on my own, which is why I'm trying to get some of my friends to enjoy it too. There's like a King Mono, which is kind of like this weak enemy. Like in the starting island, all it does is take one hit, and it always gives you eggs and everything too. So it's like 100% chance to drop an egg. Also about Craftopia that I like about it is the advancements of the civilization. I've actually gotten to the point where I only need one age advance left. The only problem is there's certain materials I need, which is located in a biome known in the game as Hell. It's basically like a lava kind of thing, and it's hard to do if you don't have some kind of fire resistant effect. And I've tried looking everywhere for some of the items, and I just haven't found it. I have to raise my levels a little more too. Anyway, so that's Craftopia. I really enjoy the game. Number 9 is Groove Coaster YY Party. This is on the Switch, and I originally played it because Miku was on it. IA, One, they were in it, and I only got like one of the DLC packs, being Vocaloid Pack 3, which actually includes IA and One's music, and been enjoying it since. Recently, they had an update where they put in Gargrua, who is a Hololive YouTuber, shout outs to her, and I played her song a few times and I really like it, so there's that. The game is kind of like Hatsune Miku. The only difference is that the button inputs are a little more different. Like, since I can only play on easy because of my slow brain, there's a single hit button, which can be any button. There's a double button hit, which you can basically hit any two buttons to confirm it. And then there's a slider, which you start by holding the button and then let it going at the end. The Miku games have something similar to that one though, but it's only for one button that they prompt you to do, like a certain button. So, other than that, the other thing about Group Coaster that they have is they got some anime stuff. They got I guess pop. I think it's J-pop or something. I haven't really explored other genres outside of Vocaloid because that was the main reason why I wanted it in the first place was Vocaloid. I do know that one of the DLCs they have for the game it has Undertale, and I'm not a big Undertale fan, but in case anybody's out there, who like Undertale, they got music from Undertale, I guess, for that. So really good game, really enjoy it. Number 8, Minecraft Dungeons. I played Minecraft since 360 era, and I think my Minecraft Dungeons was a Game Pass game. I think it still is. It may be. I'm not 100% sure. But I decided to download and try it out, and I actually was enjoying it. So I actually got my friend who's more skilled at Minecraft than I helped me gain the stuff that I needed to do off the game. So speaking of which, I gotta remember to talk to him tomorrow to hop on Minecraft Dungeon to do that one achievement for what was it? It's two specific missions twice on the second month or the second day of the month or something like that. I gotta do that with him. I gotta remember to do that with him tomorrow. So Minecraft Dungeon, it's really good. It's got the Arch-Villager, who's the villain. You got your DLCs, like going to different maps. I think one of the maps also include the Ender stuff, the Nether, and then the Ender, the End, stuff like that. It's really good. Great to have like other friends play with you and everything. I don't know how many can be at once. I think it's like 4 though. But hey, it's a good game if you ever want to try it. If you're a Minecraft fan, you haven't tried this yet. If you're looking for a way to a recommendation, definitely try Minecraft Dungeons if you haven't already. It's a little bit different, but it's good. Anyway, moving on. Number 7, Monopoly Madness. Now, I actually am a big Monopoly fan. Very big. I have 44 different types of Monopoly boards in my collection, and I would say about a good 2% of them have been opened. But everything else has been factory sealed, kept in the plastic since then. And as far as Monopoly Madness, when I heard about this, I think they announced it in October. I was like, oh my God, I got to try this game out once it releases, if I can get it pre-ordered. I wasn't able to, but when the game released, I had to wait a little while because I decided I was going to get it as a Christmas gift through my mom. So that was cool. It's a cool game. It's really nice. It's different from your traditional Monopoly game too, because you're going around getting money, electricity, and water, and then you use the money basically to it's basically like a non-stop auction type of thing, where when a property becomes available, it's up for auction. You just put your bid in, whatever amount of money you want to put in that you have in your on your character, and once the timer goes up, the person that has the highest bid owns the property. And then once you own it, to upgrade it, you have to use your electricity and water that you get from around the map too and upgrade. And basically the end of the game, the one with the most, I think they call them tokens or something, or something along the lines of like that. It's like upgrades. It's like these little, it's the house icons or whatever. The ones with the most at once wins. It's also kind of got a little bit of Mario Party kind of feel to it, because they also at the end, they have, 3 additional awards throughout the game. Who used the who used the most amount of money during the game, or who got more electricity, more water, who outbid more than in the others, things like that. So it's always keeping you on your toes and make sure, you got to do that. You won't know what the awards are until the end of the game too. And there's probably 10 different types of awards, and they're all random. It's like Mario Party. They're random. You don't know what you're getting until the end of the game. So, and the cool thing is, some of these characters, they say that the characters are based on the actual Monopoly tokens. I don't know for sure how true that is. I know they said they have redesigned the tokens recently. I just don't know how true that is, because they still have the Scotty Dog. The Scotty Dog, I do realize that that's an actual token since beginning of time, maybe, or at least the beginning of Monopoly's time. But then you have a penguin, which is actually my favorite character to use. It's my favorite character to use. And then they also got like, basically whatever you saw in the trailer. It's like a robot with the electronic eyes and everything, so you can see what he was saying. Also, up to 6 players can play a single part of the game, and there's smaller maps, there's bigger maps. There's fun. But yeah, that's Monopoly Madness. I really think I enjoy it. It's a really good game. Number 6, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I wasn't expecting me to actually play this game up until a few events happened. One, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. They announced Pyra and Mithra as DLC fighters. I think it was in the Volume 2. I don't remember which number of the fighters they did. But the Pyra and Mithra, they were announced as DLC fighters. And at the same time this was happening, Chugga Conroy, who is also a YouTuber, he was doing a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Let's Play, which is, I guess right now is complete. He's done with that. And even when they announced it, he said, hey, everybody, just basically watch my Let's Play as fast as you can, as much as you can in one sitting, to get caught up before I start advancing again. Because I'm sure he was going to announce the fact that, hey, while I was doing this Let's Play, apparently they announced Pyra and Mithra, similar to when I played the original Xenoblade Chronicles, that Shulk was announced. And I believe he also mentioned that in, because I heard he mentioned something along the lines of this, about how during the Runaway Guys, during, I think it was 100% Orange Juice, one of the boards, he actually mentioned the whole, he was playing Xenoblade Chronicles and Shulk got announced, and then Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Pyra and Mithra got announced. So there was that. But yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I actually like the game because it's, aside from Pyra, aside from Mithra, you have other blades, you have your drivers, you have a story that is really well done. The environments, the detail to the game, the story, and all that stuff, very well done, very beautiful for a fictional game. And I don't know what it is. It's just really good. And me personally, when I play it, most of the time I'm playing it for the salvaging portion of the game. Not so much the fighting though, unless I have to fight after salvaging, but that's fine. I usually try to stick to lower level enemies depending on my level and where I can do this. I can't think of all the different types of blades there are. I do like the artificial blade that they brought into the game too, named Poppy. I like Poppy. I think it's Alpha, and then QT Pi, and it's what it sounds like. The letter Q, the letter T, and then the pi symbol. I guess that's how they put it, was QT Pi. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That's number 6. Number 5 is Onichibar Origin. You probably saw me do a Let's Play on my channel. That was when I was first playing the game for the first time. The moment I did that Let's Play, that was the first time. So you guys know I did that in 2021. I'm darn sure about that. And I love Onichibar games. I played Onichibar Origin, as you guys know, because I did the Let's Play. I played Onichibar Z2 Chaos on the PS4 as well. Beaten that, though I had to do a lot of grinding to do some stuff, and I actually had to replace a remote because the touchscreen wasn't working when I needed it to. And the other Onichibar game I played is actually on the Xbox 360. It's called Bikini Samurai Squad, and apparently that was the next chapter after Origin. It was like, Origin happened, Bikini Samurai Squad happened, and then I don't know where Z2 Chaos comes into play though, but yeah, there, Onichibar Origin. If you guys want to know more about the game, definitely go watch my Let's Play. It's very good. There's only like 23 episodes, even though there's like 24 different missions, because the 23rd and the 24th were basically happening in the same episode. So that's kind of the reason why that happened. So I like Aya, I like Saki, I like the backstory they had about them, saying, oh, they're only half sisters, and their mother and their father passed away and all that stuff. Sorry, I spoiled that one, But yeah, they were looking for their father, and then he apparently, But basically, by beginning of the story, mom was passed away for a long time. Saki's telling her sister to like die or something. And she's fighting zombies to look for her sister and look for her father, and she's being she basically is looking for Well, now she's working. I should say she's working with someone named Ray, who's we have no idea who it is until like the middle of the game. So there's that. I'm gonna keep moving on before I spoil any more for some reason. Sorry for the spoiler. I should have warned you. Number 4, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I'm putting both of them on here because it's basically the same game, just version exclusive. There's just version exclusive, so why not? But if I had to say, I'd say Shining Pearl, but that's just me. I know a lot of people hate on this game because the chibi style. It's basically a modern remake of the original, and doesn't have much in the way as a new Pokemon and all this stuff. And I'm sorry, but when you are a fan of something, you want to enjoy it because, at least to me, I enjoyed Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl because it's basically a remake. Yeah, I get it. When Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came around, we also got to be able to use like Kalos Pokemon, Unova Pokemon, Sinnoh Pokemon, and we were in Hoenn, and we got the Sinnoh remakes. We can't use those newer Pokemon after Sinnoh happened. I'm gonna be honest, I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't see any problems with it. It's a remake how it should be made, and I get it. There's still, we have an Eevee. We should still be able to get Sylveon, right? I don't think we can get Sylveon, even though the requirements are there. I doubt it, but yeah. And the thing is, I'm actually doing a Lotto Lock right now for Shining Pearl, and you guys can look forward to the trainer card summary if I get to the Pokemon League. That is, when I get to it. So, doing so well so far about that. So I'm just so you know, and. I mean, I put it up number 4, but the thing is, I haven't even beaten any of them yet. I haven't even beaten the 8th gem on my main profile yet, or anything like that of the sort, but I'm just enjoying it for the heck of it. So I'm taking my time, enjoying the game as much as I can, stuff like that. So, and also I should bring up, I do enjoy the idea of the trainer customization that they have for the games. I wish it was a little more freedom than just straight up outfits, like a little more variety. And I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm pretty sure it's possible that in the future of the time this game is still active, especially for mystery gifts and whatnot, we'll probably get some additional clothing in some way. I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to give us the clothing set for Pokemon Legends Arceus that will be coming out later this month for our main character. It would be amazing if somehow they said, "Oh, you enjoy Legends Arceus? Here, have a clothing set from Legends Arceus for your Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl." That would be cool. I wouldn't mind that in the slightest. Moving on right now, number 3 is Hot Wheels Unleashed. I love Hot Wheels. I love the game. It's really great. Everything everybody's been saying about the game was like, this is what I imagined, growing up playing with Hot Wheels on those little orange tracks and everything. This is what I imagined Hot Wheels being like if it was real or something like that or whatever. And to be honest, I can see why they say that. It's really great game. I enjoy it. You guys know what's currently going on right now. It's the time of recording this. But it's more of a one-car gameplay, whatever track I decide to play on. A lot of the cars that are classic are in there. My favorite being the Diora 2. My most viewed one I know a lot of people like is the Synchro. I also like the RD02, I think it's called, from Accelerator. It's one of the drones that drive it. And then there's what else is there? I know we got the Batman expansion right now, and I'm not a big fan of Batman, except for Adam West. Some of the cars are pretty okay. We have some holiday stuff. There's a car that's based on Santa's sled. There's one that's based on a toilet for some reason. I don't know where that came from. And then you got a lot of the more iconic cars like Kit and the Party Wagon from TMNT, and then you have the DeLorean Time Machine from Back to the Future. All these different iconic cars that we know from movies and from Hot Wheels themselves and all this stuff. It's is amazing. The tracks are great. Can't say much about the online stuff. I only played one online race. I placed second, which isn't bad. It wasn't bad considering it was a custom track though. I was pretty okay with that. So, and I decided, yeah, I'm just gonna, if I'm gonna play more online, maybe I wanted somebody like one of my friends to hop on with me, and we'll do an invite, like, or a private match or something like that, and play some of that. So, also another thing about Hot Wheels Unleashed, it's kind of a downside, but I can overlook it, is the livery editor. I'm sure it's working somehow, because I've downloaded liveries only for like weeks later or a month later for them to get corrupted somehow. I don't know if it's because of a new DLC or something, but it is a downside. But I kind of overlook it right now because I'm not too big on the liveries I'm seeing on there compared to like Forza. Forza's liveries are way better, because they're more detailed. And speaking of Forza, number 2, Forza Horizon 5. It's surprising. I'm sure a lot of my friends are probably watching this say, only 2? Dude, you're a Forza player through and through. You love Forza. What could be number 1? Well, I'll get to that in a bit. But Forza Horizon 5, yes, it's set in Mexico. I played the hell out of Forza right now. I know I did the Let's Play and had to discontinue it for reasons that I won't discuss. Sorry. I spend all my time now on Forza playing the Goliath. That's my favorite thing to do every time I unlock it. Go for the Goliath. Do the Goliath. Do the Goliath. And then, like, I have, like, all these liveries I like, especially since I'm doing, like, liveries of, like, anime girls that I'm more familiar with or I really like Miku and, Rika Takanashi from Love, Too Many and Other Delusions. I have Neko Para liveries, I have like maybe 2 Blackrock Shooter liveries right now. I have a couple of ones that are Starfire. I have one that's Arya the Scarlet Ammo, and I wish the person that made that livery, I wish they make a few more. I want more Arya liveries, darn it. But yeah, a majority of my liveries are actually Miku, because a lot of people create a lot of Miku liveries on there. They're really cool, really fun. I like them all. And then, like, I got more, I think the second more popular livery character I have is Rika, and then kind of goes from there. I also have some High School DxD liveries, like of Rias, Koniko, Azia. I also have Gargua. I have a few Corones. As in Corone, the Hololive YouTuber from Japan. Doggo, her. But the thing about it is the Forza Horizon series, that has always been my favorite thing about Forza. The motorsport games are just about the same too, but I love Horizon the most, and it's because I always look forward to seeing where we're going to be going next with the Horizon Festival. And this year we're just going to go to Mexico. Really great place, especially the seasons changing thing again that they brought over from Forza Horizon 4. It is a little different because Horizon 4, it was more like the seasons changed, but it was actually the actual seasons. Like spring came around, it was rainy. Summer came around, a lot more like box standard racing. Fall comes around, you have the fallen leaves and a little bit of rain. Winter comes, you have snow, and then the lakes and whatnot were like frozen over, and like mainly the lake. And that was a cool thing. The only difference is with the Mexico one, yeah, it's more south. I don't think they get much snow though, so snow was kind of out of the question. Aside from the fact that it's on top of the volcano, but you have like there's subtle things that changes over the seasons. So the only problem is it's kind of only changes between after 2 different seasons. So I think it's summer and fall. I could be wrong. Summer and fall. No. Actually, wait. No, I think it's fall and winter or something. I think it's fall and winter. The lake that's kind of south a little bit from the festival, it's dried up I think it's during the fall and winter months. I could be wrong. Which actually is kind of a jerk thing to do, considering they have a bonus board out there. You have to wait for the lake to dry up before you can actually hit it. I was stuck for 2 weeks waiting to get that bonus board to get an achievement for that. So there was that. Oh, I should also bring up a lot of the finales they have for Forza Horizon 5 are really great. Again, I mentioned the Goliath, but they have like all these other ones depending on the different type of racing. Goliath is basically a road racing finale, but they have additional one, and they use the Goliath basically for Horizon Mexico for the festival itself, and then the road racing one got a different finale altogether, so to speak. And then you had one for dirt, you had one for cross country, you had one that was a PR stunt finale. I don't know how that works. Oh yeah, it was a Trailblaze one. And then you have one for street racing, which I think is a first for the Forza series because they didn't have a finale. I've never seen the finale for a street race in the Horizon 4. If there was one, I must have overlooked it, not noticed it. So yeah, there are a lot of great cars. They always add new ones every once in a while, and even though the game's only been out for 2 months, I think, because it came out in November. They've been adding some new cars, through the weekly events, challenges, and whatnot. Currently, right now, you have 2 ways to get the peel. One of them was through the Secret Santa thing, where you gift players from all over the world different cars and everything. We got that now, so we think we got the Peel P50, which I enjoy it a little bit, but I wish there was some kind of livery for it that I could really enjoy it. And then there's the Peel Trident, and the only problem is for me, I have to do one specific thing before I can get it, and it's difficult enough as it is because I don't know, street racing and some of the tracks are just weird, and I don't know if it's just I don't know what it is, but it's kind of hard. But I'm gonna try again sometime soon and see if I can't get that Peel Trident because I want that. But anyway, before our number 1 pick, I will bring up the honorable mention that I have for my top 10 video games I played in 2021, and that is Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage. You're probably wondering, and a few of my friends, you left out a Miku game as a game you played in 2021? Yes, I know. I feel ashamed leaving Miku out of the list, but here's the thing. I was actually wanting to make this list for basically games that are on on Nintendo, on PlayStation, and Xbox. Colorful Stage is actually a mobile game, and technically speaking, I didn't want to put mobile games on here, but I felt like this game was kind of something I probably should bring up as an honorable mention. Plus, I only played a very little amount of it, so I can't say I've experienced it too much, so that's kind of my only honorable mention. And I guess I can bring up one more. I didn't think of this, but the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Definitive Edition. I get it's kind of a mess when it was released and everything, but I'm going to give it a little time, and I'm pretty sure once Rockstar patches it enough, updates it enough to make it more playable and such, I will enjoy those games to the fullest, to their potential that they deserve to be at, and all that stuff. I'm sure not everything's going to be fixed, but maybe a good fair amount. I heard they already patched a few things. So I will say the Trilogy Definitive Edition for GTA, definitely an honorable mention, so to speak. And I think that's all of the honorable mentions. So number 1, what is my number 1 favorite video game I played in 2021? That I first played in 2021. None other than the gaming series that started it all for me as a video gamer. But it took them a while, since the 90s, and they released it in 2021 at E3 nonetheless, and shocked me. And I think I did a live reaction about that too. So if you want to watch that quickly and to know what it is before I say it right now, I'll give you 5 seconds, starting right now. All right, welcome back. So number 1 is Cruisin' Blast. That was the biggest highlight for me when E3 2021 happened. They did the Nintendo Treehouse during that time, and after they said Cruisin' Blast was coming to the Switch, I lost it. I freaking lost it, because the thing is, I heard about the arcade cabinets that were in like arcades and everything. Since like I think it was like 2018 or some crap like that. I knew about it since 2018 that there was arcades and everything. And I was thinking to myself, like, oh man, I wish they brought that to the Switch. Man, I was waiting years for that thing to come to the Switch. And all wait to know, E3 2021, Nintendo Treehouse happened. They announced it, and I lost it. I could not wait for that game to come out. When that game came out, I did the Let's Play. I was playing it like crazy. I could not. I was enjoying it. I was enjoying it so much. It was probably the best cruising game I played. And that's saying something because I grew up playing video games with Cruising USA, Cruising World, and then when I was in high school, it took a while because this was like 2006 or 2007. That's when I got Cruising Exotica. And Cruising USA is the video game that started it all for me, as to be a video game player. And that was like back around 1995, roughly, I think. I was in kindergarten. And I got the N64, I got the Cruising USA. Fast forward like 26 years later. And Cruising Blast, biggest highlight for me right now when E3 happened. Words cannot describe, because I was waiting for so long for a new cruising game. I was waiting for so long. I knew there was a cruising game on the Wii, but looking at the logo, I felt like it's not the real cruising that I probably grew up with. And then I found out, after Cruising Blast got announced, there was a cruising game that happened on the Game Boy Advance. I didn't know about that one, though, but I heard that had bad reviews. So I'm thinking to myself, it's a good thing I didn't get that. I didn't know about it. Cruising Exotica, I feel like, was the last real cruising game until Cruising Blast. The cars are great. I like the joke vehicles we can use as like the Triceratops, the helicopters, the UFOs, all that stuff, and even a unicorn or whatever it was. All of that, I was very happy. It was probably the biggest highlight. I would have said Forza Horizon 5 would have been number one, but if Cruising Blast did not get announced at E3, Forza Horizon 5 would have taken number one. But Cruising Blast came, that was a highlight for me. I knew, because that was my childhood, and I could not say anything bad about this game. I seen gameplay from when I was still in an arcade cabinet. And for that reason, Cruising Blast is my number one favorite video game that I played in 2021. So, with that in mind, guys, thank you all so much for watching. What was your number one favorite video game that you played in 2021? Being it on Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, heck, make it a laptop, your PC or whatever. I could have technically also put Temtem on this list, because technically speaking, I played it on the PC, but the problem is I first played it in 2020 when I was in beta, when they did the beta thing. So I couldn't list it for 2021 officially, even though officially it was not released on Steam and PS5 on the on their stores. I don't have a PS5 though, so that's another reason why I could not put it on here. And I feel like I would be cheating the system a bit if I put Temtem as 2021, even if I did say I first played it on the laptop. Truth is, I played the beta in 2020. So, with that in mind, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care. Have a good year, as this is January 1st. And I'll see you guys next time whenever I do another Top 10. See ya.